Welcome. Tonight we're doing a tier maker of breakfast cereals. Ho, 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 ho. And we found a good list, folks. We've got a good one here. Look at this list. Look at this list. Look at it. It's glorious. There's going to be some that are missing. There always is, right? Every list can never be perfect, but this one's pretty good. And we just went through about 12 or 13 breakfast cereal lists. This is the best one I could find. So, does it have French Toast Crunch? Riz is asking in the chat. Yes, it does, right there. French Toast Crunch. What more can you ask for? All right. Now here's the deal. I took out E. They had an E ranking. Like, why? Like, S tiers is 100%. A through F, just like grade school grades, and then never had. That's the way the list should be. Gotta have my Pops. That's right. All right. I am a breakfast cereal connoisseur, kind of. I eat breakfast every morning. 98% of the time, it's cereal. Now, I might eat some old man cereals nowadays. My favorites lately are usually things like Special K makes a protein cereal. It's like a honey almond. Tastes pretty good, high in protein. I'm working out. I want to try to add protein, so I eat that cereal. It's pretty good. Quaker oatmeal squares. I like Quaker oatmeal squares. Like the crunch. It's good. A little high in calories, but it's got some good vitamins and nutrients in it. That one. But I go all over the place. Like, I'll try some of these weird crunchy granola type cereals I find at Whole Foods or wherever, Sprouts. Or sometimes I feel like a kid. I'm going to get some damn Oreos, or I'm going to get some, Cinnamon Life. Oh my God, Cinnamon Life. Lately, and let me tell you, this is a life hack, folks. If you like Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, you need to buy a box of peanut butter Chex and a box of Frosted Mini Wheat chocolate. Right? They have them. They're like the bite-sized ones. They're not the big ones. They're little, the bite-size chocolate flavored Frosted Mini Wheats. You put 50-50. Put them in there. Jordy with 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Oh man, look at Jordy coming in here. Thank you, Jordy. That's fantastic. Man, we have hit some numbers tonight. A bunch of resubs. I got a $100 donation from Jay Skewball. Mighty Mike gets a gifted sub. Math Core Index gets a gifted sub. Mr. TL Wolf gets one. At Wheels, my boy At Wheels. And Brocky BB, all getting hooked up with gifted subs. Thank you, Jordy. It's very nice of you. This is the last night of my charity drive, so I will be matching every penny we make on the channel tonight for North Texas Giving Day to help the doggos. So thank you, Jordy. It's great to see you, man. Thank you for those gifted subs. Fantastic. I'll stick to bits, lol, they fun. Yeah, TTS trolling with bits is way more fun to me than gifting subs, but everybody does things differently, so I appreciate it. All right, I was just telling y'all about my life hack. One of my favorite things to do with cereal lately is to do half a bowl of peanut butter Chex and half a bowl of Frosted Mini Wheats bite-sized chocolate. It tastes like, the difference in textures is fun, and it tastes like a peanut butter cup. Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Love it. All right, that's my tip. Do you have any cereal tips? Throw them in the chat. All right, here we go. This is a big list, so I need to get moving. Cinnamon Life is S tier for so much of my life. They have not changed the formula. It is the same since I was a little boy. And now that I'm a big boy, I get Cinnamon Life and it tastes exactly the same and it's still good. It's the right amount of sweet. The texture gets a little mushy, but I don't let my cereal sit in the bowl very long. I eat that shit fast. All right, that's something you got to know about me. Cinnamon Life is good. Cinnamon Life is good. For me, it's S tier. I can get the sogginess because it does get soggy easily. I can see where that might lower the ranking a bit, but of the Life cereals, Cinnamon Life is by far God tier. Chocolate, B. Not as good as I thought it would be. You really can't screw with the original. Cinnamon is the best. And original is in here too, right? Original Life. Why? We'll put it as D because it started all of this. But Original Life? Why would you eat Original Life when cinnamon is right there? Were they out of cinnamon? Well, then don't buy Life. Get something else. All right, this mini wheat centers. So this is just original frosted mini wheats. I like them. C, solid. High fiber, says right on the box. Not bad. I'd rather have flavored ones, the blueberry flavored ones, etc. Those are better. This is good though. It's good. It's perfectly passable as C. Cocoa Pebbles. Oh my God, I like Cocoa Pebbles. Yeah, I'm gonna put it ahead of Chocolate Life. The way it makes your chocolate milk, it turns your milk into chocolate milk. Oh my God, Cocoa Pebbles. It's like you're eating actual rice. It's weird, like the texture of them, the way they crunch. There's nothing else like Cocoa Pebbles. I know a couple other places, a couple other cereals kind of ripped it off. There's another Cocoa Pebbles like cereal from a different company. Oh, Big Merm coming in with the resub. Hey, you had a baby. 9 months. Congratulations. What'd you name it? What'd you name it? What'd you name the baby? I hope you named it after a doggo. Hey, we're close to a hype train, too. Merm says, I have no idea what you're doing, but it's all wrong. I'm ranking cereals. You named your baby Larry. You named your stream baby Larry. Well, Larry, welcome. And Larry, you see what happens? You see what happens, Larry? Larry, do you see what happens? I like Fruity Pebbles more than Cocoa Pebbles. Really? That is an interesting debate. I'm going to tell you something. I like Fruity Pebbles, but not as much as Cocoa Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles are loud. It is like a unicorn is trampling through your mouth. Cocoa Pebbles, more consistent of flavor. Fruity Pebbles is just a fruit salad just smacking you in the face. But sometimes I like a Fruity Pebbles. I like a bowl of Fruity Pebbles. I like Fruity Pebbles. Given a choice, I go Cocoa Pebbles, but I don't have anything against Fruity Pebbles. I do like Fruity Pebbles. But if I were to buy a box right now, it's Cocoa Pebbles. All right, Cocoa Puffs. There. Cocoa Puffs are better than Original Life. Life is an F. I'm sorry. It's a high F. But no one's buying Life Cereal Original. Why do they even stock it? Who buys that? I'm sorry. I'm still really turned. I'm turned? Tilted. I'm really tilted. Man, I think I need to go to bed. Cocoa Puffs. I don't like how much they fight you. They're really... The milk does nothing for Cocoa Puffs. And we'll talk about Captain Crunch when we get there. Cookie Crisp. I ate a lot of that when I was a kid. It's a low C. Again, another cereal that the milk doesn't do much for it. But I like the taste of Cookie Crisp more than I like the taste of Cocoa Puffs, so we'll put it as a low C. I used to like but not no more RIP. Which one were you talking about? Which cereal did you used to like but not anymore? Talking about Original Life? Frosted Flakes. Man, they're just weak sauce. Oh, Cocoa Puffs. Frosted Flakes have been around for so long, and I have to respect that they don't change the formula. But they're just bland. There's a trillion better cereals out there. If I'm at a hotel and I want a bowl of cereal and all they have sitting there are those little mini boxes of Frosted Flakes, fine. I'll eat Frosted Flakes, but it is not my first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th choice. I could keep counting. Honeycomb. Dude, I love honeycomb. I don't know why. I really like it. It's a B. There's no other cereal that's like honeycomb, and I like the texture, and the milk gives it just a little bit less crispness, but they're still crunchy, and they can sit in milk a long time and still have some crispness to them. It's a B. No, not the B's. Now, Waffle Crisp, not quite the same. There's something about the original Honeycomb. Waffle Crisp does hold the same texture as Honeycomb, but it's not quite as good a flavor. They're trying to fake like they're waffles, but the Honeycomb, you taste the honey. Gotta knock it down a bit. Chocolate Frosted Sugar Bombs are my fave. Is that on that list? All right. Before we get too much further, let's just go ahead and start knocking out Never Had. Star Wars cereal? No, I haven't had that. Frosted Cheerios. I haven't had those. All right, Sugar Crisp and Honey Smell. Everything else in this list I've had. Oh, Crispix. I haven't had that. Or Shreddies. Post Shreddies. I don't even know what those are. Nesquik cereal I have not had. This is a pretty good list. It's a pretty good list. I gotta give him credit. Harvest Crunch. I have not had that. Okay. Ooh, so I've had one type of Crave, but I think there's two on this list. I've had the original. I have not had the chocolate. I'm assuming they're pretty close together. I'm not a fan. Honestly, I'm not a fan. Having the chocolate inside there's not enough chocolate in there to really make a difference. Like, you kind of taste it, but it wasn't what I was hoping it would be. So I'm going to put it down as a D. It's not a disaster, but it's not great. Hey, Angry. We're rating breakfast cereals. You're just in time. Because Reese's Puffs are one of his all-time favorites. Ain't that right, Angie? I'm going to put them as a high B. A little bit behind Cocoa Pebbles. They're very good. My problem with Reese's Puffs is kind of the same problem I have with Cocoa Puffs. Milk doesn't really do anything to change the texture. And for me, I want to know that the milk has affected it a little bit. Maybe it's helped soften it just a tiny bit. And Reese's Puffs stay crispy the entire time. It's like the texture doesn't change. It's like it's unaffected by milk. If you like that, great. But for me, I want to feel like it's changing it just a little bit. Boo. Unsubscribe. The milk works. Boo. I'm sorry, Angry. You came in. No, I know. Angry S tier for Reese's Puffs. I know. We've talked about this. You told me. How can you never have had Reese's Puffs? I haven't. Oh, I hadn't until he told me to go buy some. They're good. They're very good. Above many cereals in this list. Just me personally, the texture is a little bit. It's not my favorite. That's all. Honeycomb is great. B tier. In fact, Honeycomb might be higher up. It's definitely higher than Chocolate Life. Cinnamon Life is still S tier. Honeycomb is good. You eat your cereal too fast. I got shit to do, Riz. I gotta get moving. While we're talking S tier, I know I've talked about this in the Discord recently, but let's go ahead and add Honey Made S'mores to S tier. If you haven't had these, go get them. They're like $3 a box. It's Golden Grahams, it's Cocoa Puffs, and it's marshmallows together. And it is almost a perfect cereal. It is better than I ever imagined it could be. Okay, if you put Golden Grahams below A tier, I might fight you. Oh, you can't have... Oh, yeah. Cereal's so full of sugar. We make those in the factory I work in. What do you make at the factory you work in? We'll do Golden Grahams next. Where's Golden Grahams? Is Golden Grahams not on this list? What? What? Golden Grahams isn't on this list, dude. If Golden Grahams was on this list, it's probably also S tier. Because the thing about the Honey Made S'mores that makes it so good is the Golden Grahams. You add to the Golden Grahams, but the primary flavor of that is the Golden Grahams. Just like with s'mores, there's 2 Golden Grahams, 1 chocolate, 1 marshmallow, 2 Golden Grahams, right? 2 grams. So it's probably S. I would put it behind s'mores because s'mores is an improvement upon Golden Grahams, but it would have to probably be S tier. When I was a kid, if my dad or my mom had a box of Golden Grams, I was like, I'm the luckiest kid ever. Golden Grams is one of my all-time favorites, so it had to be S. Second row. There it is! Thank y'all. Appreciate it. I want to clip it. Stop it, Treebeard. Stop it. I have raw oats, Ezekiel cereal, and blueberries. Ugh. We should be donating to get you glasses. Stop. It's a big list. All right. Oreos. A tier. A tier. I'm putting them at A and not S because they're almost too sweet for me. Now, I've gotten older. This is true. Maybe cereals are a little bit too sweet for me now. Some of them. Oreos are a little too sweet for me. The flavor's great. The flavor's great. The milk does a little something to them, not too much. And if you're just joining us, Cinnamon Life does get a little soggy if you let it sit in the milk too long. That's the only knock I have against it, but it's still one of my all-time favorites. Oreos, A tier. A tier. It's just a little bit too sweet for me. Usually when I eat a really great bowl of cereal, I could just pour another bowl and eat it right then. That's the only thing that keeps me from pouring a second bowl of Oreos. Damn good cereal. Damn good. Well, what up, Edward Apollo? Bro, where's that Quaker Instant Oatmeal at? It's not that kind of stream, man. There's no hot cereals in here. But you hot, though. You a hot man. Fair. I agree. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's too sweet. But man, I want to put it as an S. Oh my god, I want to put it as an S. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, the nostalgia is an S. But I'm rating it in 2021, so I'm going to make it a high A. And I don't want to hear about it. If you think it's S tier, then you probably can handle the sugar a little bit better than I can at my age, at my very advanced age. You geezer, S. Triple S tier. It's the sugar. It's just a little too much sugar. As a kid, Cinnamon Toast Crunch was all-time fave. But I'm talking about right now. Today. September 21st, 2021. The nostalgia would make it an S. I'm just taking it down to an A because of the sweetness. That's it. It's too sweet. Fuck is Honey Made? Life. Next Raisin Bran will be S. Grape Nuts are S tier. Cracklin' Oat Bran. Let's go ahead and get... Is Raisin Bran on this list? Let me look like 5 times. Raisin Bran. Get Raisin Bran the fuck out of here. Right? You want to give me a Raisin Bran? Give me Raisin Bran Crunch. I can deal with Raisin Bran Crunch. That's a D. Raisin Bran... I'm an old person, right? Raisin Bran's old people shit. Get it out. I'm going to be eating crappy kid cereals till the day I die. I do work in a little bit of an old person cereal once in a while, but that's not my choice. F tier. Get it out of here. Jordy, you're banned. Oatmeal Crisp Almond. Oatmeal Crisp Apple Cinnamon. Better. We'll go C. I think that's Apple Cinnamon. Let me zoom in on that. Maple Nut. I haven't had Maple Nut. The Apple Cinnamon Oatmeal Crisp is better. Unfrosted Mini Wheats. What the fuck? Why would you do that? Why? Why would you do that? I've had unfrosted mini wheats before. I think I was at one of my grandparents' houses and I was like, the fuck is this? Don't tell me you've had unfrosted mini wheats and enjoyed it. I like unfrosted mini wheats, said no one ever. chew it for 10 years. Unfrosted mini wheats is old people shit. Edward Apollo, shit tastes like chunks of cardboard. It's horrible. I like frosted mini wheats. Get that unfrosted shit out of my face. All right. Chocolate peanut butter Cheerios. Not very good. I'm sorry. Like, chocolate peanut butter Cheerios should be amazing. They're not. They don't really do. They're not sweet enough is the problem. I need your opinions on this. Hard agree on that. Thank you. I'm like, this is a perfect win, right? Chocolate and peanut butter Cheerios. I'm going to love this cereal. Disappointing. Unfrosted, get the fuck out. Mini frosted, mini wheats only. The big ones are a waste of life and break my jaw. Yeah. So Edward Apollo, you weren't here earlier. I was saying one of my favorite things to do with cereal right now is to take peanut butter Chex and mini frosted mini wheat chocolate and put them in a bowl together, and it's almost like a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Treebeard still gets to name it. But this was what I was going to do before you tried to discourage me.
Thanks, Angry. Love you, buddy. You know, that might be the that might be the best possible way to handle this. I don't deserve you folks. I really don't. Thank you, Angry. I mean, when Treebeard put his story in the chat, in the Discord about how he wanted to name the dog, I was like, you know, I was rooting against everybody else. Not that you wouldn't have a great story, a great name. Not that any of you wouldn't have a great name for it too, but I talked to Miles, by the way, because Miles said he was just going to name it something like Sergeant Angry's something or whatever. He was going to name it something smartass. And I kind of told him a little bit about Treebeard's story, and he was like, oh shit, I'm not messing with that. I was like, I'm not trying to tell you not to donate. But unless you're dead set on a specific name, if you're just going to kind of mess around with it, then yeah. I'm staring at this breakfast cereal ranking, and it doesn't mean much to me right now. You all being here means a lot to me. The fact that 4 years ago I got a gaming computer and started streaming because I just wanted to record the fun times with my friends and dumb shit that we do in games, and the fact that it's turned into this. I'm not a big time streamer. Never gonna be. Not trying to be. Just wanted to try to do some good with what we do here, and the fact that a lot of you agree with me and are a part of this. Yeah. It's something special. And I'm trying hard not to tear up here, so. Yeah. Thank you, Angry. Love you, buddy. Brizzo would have been a good name. Hey, look. If you take the name, it's yours. It's yours. Like but if you worked it out with Treebeard and that's what you want to do, I'm not gonna tell you no. I gotta put this payment in here real quick. Jesus Christ. I want to update the amount. It's a lot of that's it's a lot of money, man. I hope you're at least getting some enjoyment knowing that I've got to match that. Let me update the number now. Y'all ready to see this? I feel like the Jerry Lewis telethon. Drum roll. We're about to announce the new number on the big board. We're over $3,100 right now. I've got to come up with some stretch goals for next year. You know, I thought about it, Riz. I don't know what it would have been because it wouldn't have been anything that would have topped the One Chip Challenge. The One Chip Challenge is going to hurt, which set your calendar not this Friday, but next Friday. So it'll be the first Friday of October. I want to start off, horror streams. I want to do a bunch of horror streams for October. I've got games installed ready to go. Resident Evil 7, Little Nightmares. I'm going to play more Dead Space. Maybe if Phasmophobia is on and if someone wants to get in and do that with me, I would love to do that as well. I know they run sales in that game sometimes. I think we're going to have a fun October. But I'm going to start it with the One Chip Challenge. So I think that is October 1st, right? Yeah, October 1st. So we're going to kick off the month of horror streams with the One Chip Challenge. I think that's going to be the best way to do it. I still need to meet up with my friend Black Metal who got the 2 chips. So I need to make that happen. I need to catch up with chat real quick. I'm kind of lost my place here. Sarge would have been a good name too. Look, yeah. Treebeard and I have a deal. Okay, all right. You have a deal with Treebeard. I'm not going to mess with that. Kenny and I have Phasmo. Okay, I'm listening. Jordy says Among Us. I'm trying to go horror in October. But you know what? We do have some time yet. Maybe we need to bust out on an Among Us stream. It's been a while. I haven't played that game in a long time. I've been away from it long enough to where it might feel fresh again. I can potentially Phasmo if you schedule it ahead of time. Jugs loves Phasmo. I almost bought a One Chip Challenge tonight. They have them at my Walgreens? What? The 2021 version. Black Metal had to order it online. Wow, Walgreens. I'd be your one chip challenge. Yeah, you like hot stuff. Dude, we could have done a trio stream. We could have 3 of us up on screen at the same time, all eating it, and then starting a timer. There's still time, Angry, if you want to get in on this, because that's what I think me and Black Metal are going to do. I think we're going to both be on stream at the same time. We're going to do it together. Not this Friday, but next Friday, October 1st. How wild is a one chip? I like my spice. What are you talking here? Ungodly hot. It's dusted with scorpion pepper and ghost pepper. You have to eat it. You have to crunch it up in your mouth. You have to swallow it, and then you start a timer. And the longer you can go without any sort of liquid or food in your mouth after measures how tough you are. If you watched Hot Ones, they did one recently, or was it last year? The host of Hot Ones, who can do like the one dab or whatever, like the hottest pepper, the sauce they have, he can do he can do all those hot sauces. He did the one chip challenge. He almost tapped out 2 minutes in. They ended up making it to 5 minutes, but 5 minutes was like the weakest on the entire list. They go from 5 minutes up to an hour. He barely made it 5 minutes. Can you blow your nose? I don't know. I'd have to look it up. That's a good question. I won't know until I actually get my physical version and can open it up and look, but I'm sure if you look it up online, you could see. Yeah. I should have made a goal for 3,000, but I figured with 2 streams left, probably wouldn't get there. Boy, was I wrong. I'm going to flip back over to this screen because I need to update name my dog. Don't touch your eyes. Oh yeah, I'm going to wear those plastic gloves. Dude, I wore the plastic glove when I ate the habanero, and that's not even close to how hot this is. Like, this is going to wreck me. Y'all are going to love it. I'm still putting Sergeant Angry up here. I'm still putting your name. I would have spent that money on Destiny. I know, I saw all your tweets. Even tweeting at some guy that works there. You pumped for Star Wars anime dropping tonight? No. I'm not. It's not my company. Come on, man. I'm sure it'll be good. I don't even have Disney Plus right now. I'll sub to it when Mandalorian Season 3 comes out. And then we'll knock it all out, and then I'll turn off my sub after a month. Disney gets enough of my money from the Marvel movies. You know it looks sick. It looks good. But will it be Animatrix level, or will it be less? I can't imagine it'll be better than Animatrix. Because it's like shorts, right? I don't know. Alright. Back with the Serial Tier Maker. Just a little distracted, and for good reasons. Apple Jacks. This is a tough one. I'm going to put it at C, and I'm putting Fruit Loops as a D because they're very similar in texture. I like the apple flavor a little bit better in Fruit Loops than Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops is kind of like Fruity Pebbles for me, but I like Fruity Pebbles better than I like Fruit Loops, so that's what I'm going to do right there. All right, you're down with C on that? Both are S tier? Jordy, what are you talking about? Nutter Butter. Not bad. C. Like, I'd put it in here with Cookie Crisp. Honestly, the cereal doesn't have a ton of that butter flavor to it. They're a little mild for what I was hoping for. They're not as strong as the cookies themselves. The Nutter Butter cookies taste better, in my opinion. I don't think I knew Nutter Butter had cereal. I've had it. I had cereal. I had a phase where I would just go to the store and be like, oh, never had that. Buy that box. Next. Go home, eat it, go back and get another one the next time I'm at the store. Count Chocula. Alright, so here we need to talk. Because we've got Frankenberry, we've got Boo Berry, and we've got Count Chocula. We need to talk. All right, Edward. I've seen the trailer. I know, and it looks good, right? I wish we made it ourselves. Right there, full disclosure. I'm not too salty. Quisp. I would not have rated Quisp very high, but it is not on this list. Cookie Quisp. It's not the same cereal. Yeah, it's a bunch of different studios, but we don't have anything to do with it. So, who cares who publishes it? I wish I published it so I could sell it for my job. I would love to sell it. There's full disclosure. I hope it's good. You tell me how good it is. So send me a DM or post it in your Discord or something. I want to hear your opinion on it. I'm not going to watch it right away. I'll catch up to it probably in the fall, which technically today's the fall. Don't call me on that. Okay, Count Chocula. This tier maker list is out of control. Count Chocula, Boo Berry, Frankenberry. There aren't enough blueberry flavored cereals. I rate Boo Berry the highest of the three. Boo Berry used to only come out at holidays, but now is it out more often? I like Boo Berry. I like the marshmallows. I don't know that I can go higher than B. And to be honest, I think Honeycomb is higher on that. Count Chocula. I'm only putting it as a C because there's 8 million other chocolate cereals out there. It's good. But the strawberry and the blueberry, I'm a fan of those. Now, if you tell me Count Chocula is better than either of those two, I'm not going to argue with you. I just think for chocolate, there's a trillion other options. The strawberry flavor you get from Frankenberry and the blueberry you get from Boo Berry, it's different. Not a lot of other cereals like it out there on the market. That's why I'm putting him higher than the chocolate. French Toast Crunch. All right, I got a confession to make. I haven't had it. I haven't had French Toast Crunch. I'm sorry. I know y'all are going to be mad at me. I know. Oh, yeah, it's East Coast. It's 12:20 your time, man. Good night, Edward. Thanks for stopping by, dude. And appreciate the resub. So Treebeard's making a face at me. I've not had French Toast Crunch. I haven't. So, remember Peanut Butter Toast Crunch? I do remember Peanut Butter Toast Crunch, just barely. I'd rather have Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's when I had Peanut Butter Toast Crunch. I was like, it's okay, but I'd rather have Cinnamon Toast Crunch. There's some who like it more than cinnamon. I don't. It's a B. Okay. Maybe, Edward. I appreciate that. Did you post something in the Discord? Man, thank you. You have a good one, man. Let me know how that anime is. Peanut Butter Toast Crunch. I haven't had that, and I've had it, but it's been a really long time. So I got to put French Toast Crunch down and never had. I'm sorry, folks. Lucky Charms. God, as a kid, I liked it a lot, but now I can't put it higher than C. I'm going to put it higher than some of these. In fact, Nutter Butter needs to be like right there. Apple Jacks, Nutter Butter. Yeah. Oh, Frosted Mini Wheats needs to be a little bit lower in this list too, like right there. Hey, Bastard Skelly's here. Bastard Skelly, you missed. Sergeant Angry went a little crazy. But he's already talked with Treebeard, and he's letting Treebeard name the dog. So, all is right in the world. But Bastard Skelly, just wanted to let you know, Angry came in and dropped a big old number on us. It got me a little verklempt. Lucky Charms S tier. I ate that from age 5 to 42. Yeah, it's C tier for me. Lucky Charms was a great cereal when I was younger. Now, there are cereals that do what they do, but better. And that's why I'm rating it a little bit lower. But I got no problem with Lucky Charms. If somebody were like, hey, you want a bowl of Lucky Charms? Fuck yeah, I'll eat a bowl of Lucky Charms. And that's my view on any of these cereals on C tier. Marshmallows. GG, Sergeant Angry. GG's. Yeah. I didn't want to discourage him too much, because I really was rooting for Treebeard, but he had a couple of good ideas for names too. He did. Triple Berry Oatmeal Crisp, haven't had it. Mini Wheats Original, family size. It's this big ass. Biscuits. No. Get a regular size. Right? I'll put the Mini Wheat smaller ones. Oh, wait. Oh. We have a plot twist, folks. These Frosted Mini Wheats have raspberry in the center. Now we're up into the low B's, folks. I didn't notice that. I gotta zoom in. Frosted Mini Wheats that has fruit in the middle. Those are better. B tier. So if these are the... What size? Mini Wheats Original. But those are the smaller ones. Okay, so we'll bump those up to C. Because I thought that's what the other ones were. If you haven't had the Frosted Mini Wheats that has the fruit in the middle, you should. They're actually pretty damn good. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is a sneaky A. Yeah, if you can deal with the sugar, because there's a lot of sugar in Cinnamon Toast Crunch, it's probably S tier. It was when I was a kid. It was S tier when I was a kid. Have you actually had that kind? Yeah. Raspberry is the one I've had the most of. But there's another flavor too that I had. It's like apple. And it wasn't as good. In fact, I don't even think they make the apple one anymore. I want to say apple. Raspberry's good. The raspberry one is good. And then they use real fruit. It's like, kind of like a jam. It's good. Honey Smacks. I never really cared for Honey Smacks. It's like you're eating pieces of barley that are sweet. I don't like the texture at all. No. I'm putting Fruit Loops above it. I am, honestly. Sugar Crisp is kind of in the same boat as Honey Smacks. I mean, it's slightly higher, but not much. I like the flavor of Sugar Crisp a little bit better than Honey Smacks. No, they're about the same for me. They're pretty comparable, but they also have that weird barley-like texture. I'm not a fan. Oh, good night, Treebeard. Thank you. I'll ping you again to see if you want to keep the name that you had, which we were going to call it Tardif. If you want to keep that name, cool. We don't have to announce that until Thursday, so no big deal. But I am going to share that, whatever the name is, I will share that with my folks over at the charity. They're curious. Yeah, it has been a pleasure. Thank you, Treebeard. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate everything you've done. Peanut Butter Chex is A tier. Let me tell you something. I like peanut butter a lot. I eat a lot of peanut butter. When you mix it with chocolate cereal, it's even better. But peanut butter Chex by itself, it's my favorite type of Chex. Full stop. Corn Chex, D tier. Like D minus. Boring. The only way those cereals are good is in Chex Mix. Wheat Chex. Like old man cereal almost. I'm not going to put it F tier. It's not the worst. But it's down here below Corn Chex. We'll get to that one, Angry. We'll get to that one. We're almost there. Cinnamon Chex. Still a D. I'm sorry. It's kind of over here with the chocolate peanut butter Cheerios. I can't put it any higher than that. Is there any other Chex? Rice Chex. It's Corn Chex, Rice Chex, Wheat Chex. Get out of here. You're only good to go in Chex Mix. Cheerios. Are we really talking about Cheerios? Like, they don't have plain Cheerios on here, and I'm fine with that. Chocolate Cheerios. It's the same as the chocolate peanut butter. I will give it a little bit more credit because it's not softened by the really light peanut butter taste. You do get the chocolate in it. It's just kind of bland. It's the kind of finger food you give to your baby that's teething and trying to eat foods. Here's instead of plain Cheerios, here's some chocolate Cheerios. Apple Cinnamon Cheerios. Now I'm going to go a little higher with Apple Cinnamon Cheerios. I'm going to put them above Apple Jacks, but they're kind of in the same boat. Good flavor. Not something I seek out, but if you pour me a bowl of it, I'll eat it. Honey Nut Cheerios. It's the best Cheerios. It's the best Cheerios. I'm even going to put it a little bit ahead of Peanut Butter Chex. They're sweet enough. They are the pinnacle of Cheerios. Honey Nut Cheerios has not been topped yet. If there's a version out there that I haven't had, I'm open to it. But Honey Nut Cheerios are the best Cheerios. Can you tell me otherwise? I'm listening. Cocoa Krispies. That's what I was thinking about with Cocoa Pebbles versus Cocoa Krispies. I like Cocoa Pebbles better than Cocoa Krispies, but they're pretty close. I gotta put them close together. Have you ever toasted Honey Nut Cheerios in a pan with some butter? No. I want to. That's a fat man snack. Dude, that sounds like some college, like life hacks for college students. Instead of buttered popcorn. Ooh. Holy shit. You have to remind me about this one later in case I forget. Because I want to do that now. There's a recipe out there? Did you make that up? I'm curious. Pebbles better than Krispies. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I like the texture of Cocoa Pebbles a little bit better than Cocoa Krispies. But they're pretty comparable. All right. Chocolate Frosted Flakes. I can't lie. I haven't had them. I imagine they're a little bit better than regular Frosted Flakes, but that is one I have not had. Original Captain Crunch. Original Captain Crunch. I cannot make an argument for anything higher than F tier. Can't. Horrible texture. Destroys the roof of your mouth. The flavor itself has not aged well. It wasn't good when I was a kid. It's even worse now. It is an iconic cereal, and I don't understand why. It is F tier. I used to be a fan of Captain Crunch, but not anymore. Yeah, I don't like any of them. I'm going to put Crunch Berries as a D. We're going to put it up here behind Fruit Loops and above these checks. Still a texture problem, but it doesn't have the corners. Those corners on the Captain Crunch just scratch the shit out of your mouth. I love Crunch Berries until I puked them out of the side of my parents' car when I was like 10. Okay. Whoops. I would eat those checks over Crunch Berries all day. Never had any Captain since. You have to let them get soft. Yes, you do have to let them get soft. Crunch Berries had some flavor to them, and corn, rice, and wheat checks don't have much flavor at all. That's, from a flavor perspective, that's why I'm putting them a little bit higher. But it's so, I mean, we're splitting hairs here. Peanut Butter Crunch. Slightly ahead of Crunch Berries, but still. And by the way, when I was a kid, Peanut Butter Crunch was my favorite of all of them. If we're at the store and I could choose between those three, I go Peanut Butter Crunch because I love peanut butter. Peanut butter cereal, peanut butter toast, peanut butter whatever. Peanut butter out of the jar. Just jam my freaking hand down there. Peanut butter. Ugh. I like peanut butter a lot. But as a cereal, they're all kind of trashed here. I'm only giving a little bit more ranking to D because I do like the flavor a little bit more. Enough to put it up here with some of these. But low D. 100% agree. Alright, cool. I at least ate PG off a spoon, you animal. PB, yeah. I don't stick my finger in there as cap. We only have a few left here. Rice Krispies. I mean, as a cereal, it's F tier. As a cereal. Mixed with marshmallows and butter and put into a pan and cooked in the oven, baked in the oven for however many minutes. Really good. And by the way, I used to make Rice Krispie treats with Cocoa Krispies, and Melissa would get mad at me. I'm like, what? I also tried Cocoa Krispies, but I put in a little bit of peanut butter in with the marshmallows. Like, I was like concocting these really good things. And she's like, you can't fuck with the original. Just make them plain. Broke my heart, man. I was putting together some Dexter's Lab type shit. She wasn't having it. I'll make some PB Rice Krispie treats that'll mess you up. Please! Let's go. I'm due for a trip down to Austin. Alright. Fruity Pebbles treats go Brazzers? Tricks. Tricks are for kids. They're also for the dustbin, as my friend in the UK would say. Tricks are terrible, man. They're terrible. I'll put them behind Rice Krispies, but Trix is another one of those legacy cereals that doesn't have a reason to exist anymore. Why does it? Why people still eat that? Because people's parents buy it for their kids. I used to eat these all the time. Here you go, kid. If the kid was the one making the purchase, do you think they're buying Trix? Fuck no. A tier, says Jordy. No, they're not. All right, last 3, and we're almost done. Alphabets. D tier. Low D. Like maybe ahead of Sugar Crisp, but not much higher. Trix are better when they are shaped like fruit. Hard agree. And then apparently that costs too much money. Now these, does this say Fruity Shapes? Thought this said Fruity Shapes are back. So that box has Fruity Shapes. Still kind of mad about it though, honestly. I missed when Trix had actual Fruity Shapes. Loved them. Which Special K is this? Is this like the almond protein one that I eat? Banana Special K. Okay. Listen, I've had them. It has actual dehydrated or freeze-dried bananas in them. I mean, for Special K, they're not bad, but they're still like mid D. No, the Special K that I eat is a honey almond protein. It's like high in protein. That is one cereal that I eat that's not kid cereal. And lastly, Honey Bunches of Oats. They had a sale at Target last weekend. I went to Target and I bought like 3 boxes. Because when you buy 2 or more, they're only like $1.50 for a family-sized box. I'm like, I haven't had Honey Bunches of Oats since I was in college, maybe? I have like 2 or 3 boxes, 2 or 3, in my pantry right now. I haven't had Honey Bunches of Oats in probably 25 years. It's a low C. But when it's on sale, I'll buy it. It's never been that cheap before. I've never seen it that cheap. Alright, so that list kind of ended with a whimper because I didn't have a big cereal at the end. Skelly says, I love Honey Bunches of Oats. They're good. They're good. Honestly, they should be higher than Waffle Crisp and Nutter Butter. Apple Jacks. Yeah, we'll go there. We'll put them kind of in the middle. So, I know this list got a little off track for good reasons. And I won't go through the whole list again. There's a lot here. But let me just say, Cinnamon Life is my all-time favorite cereal. I still buy it. It still tastes exactly like it did as I was a kid. It gets soggy kind of quick, but I eat my cereal fast, so it's not a problem for me. Honey Made S'mores might be the best of the newer cereals. I'd never had it before until I saw some streamers doing a cereal tasting, and they had that on there. They did some of the worst. It was Game Attack. They did Sour Patch Kids cereal, and they about threw it up. But that was their favorite cereal. I was like, you know what? Next time I'm at the store, I'm going to buy that because it sounds good. It is Golden Grahams, Cocoa Puffs, and marshmallows. That's all it is, and it's fucking great. Golden Grahams themselves, also S tier. I could eat the shit out of Golden Grahams today. Love them. Love them. Isabel Lealf? Your name's throwing me off there. Hello, from Brazil. Holy shit, that's amazing. Love to have you. Welcome to the channel. I'm just doing a tier maker of breakfast cereals. So I'm done, though, with this list. And there's plenty that weren't on the list. But we're going through real quick. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, A tier for me. Maybe S tier for some of my viewers here. The sugar. It's a little too much sugar for me nowadays. When I was younger, perfect. S tier when I was a kid. But today, I gotta say high A. I think I only know Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops are okay. Like, I have them as a D here. But when I was a kid, I ate a lot of Fruit Loops. Now I don't eat them anymore. They're not really my thing. May have to try that. Never had them. Bastard Skelly. I'm surprised you get to put the name Bastard in Twitch. That's funny. Honey Made S'mores will rock your world. I have a box in the pantry right now. It's about half empty, but I have a box in the pantry. It doesn't stay in the house long. Like, if I get a couple boxes of that, it's the first cereal I'm eating that next morning without fail. Doesn't matter if I've got 2 or 3 other boxes open, clothespins on them. I'm busting open the Honey Made S'mores. We're not playing. Oreos. I've only had them a couple times. They're a little bit too sweet for me, but man, they're so good. And the texture it's great. Honey Nut Cheerios is the best of all the Cheerios in my opinion. And Peanut Butter Chex is the best Chex. Change my mind. Go ahead. Honeycomb. Honeycomb's great. Very underrated as a cereal. For a legacy type cereal, it holds up really well today. Cocoa Pebbles, Cocoa Krispies, both amazing. Reese's Puffs, one of the better, newer cereals I've had. I had it not long after I had Honey Made S'mores for the first time, and so it didn't hold up to that. I know Sergeant Angry is in the chat. He puts that S tier. I get it. I'm not as much into the texture. I like the texture of Honey Made S'mores better because it's basically Golden Grams. Proof? Okay. I'll show you. You know what? I think I ate the last of the s'mores. I did. I'm out of s'mores, but look. Look at that mamma jamma. I told you I eat s'mores, like the Honey Made S'mores cereal. I eat them fast. They don't stay in the house long. Did I finish them yesterday? I had oatmeal squares. Quaker oatmeal squares for breakfast this morning. I think I finished the Honey Made S'mores yesterday. Add Honey Made S'mores to the shopping list. Yes! It's on the shopping list now. Isabel Leaf. In Brazil, we have a cereal that is very famous called Nescau Ball. I'm going to look that up. Oh, look at this. Cereal. Oh, it's like it's like frosted, or it's like Cocoa Puffs. It's a lot like Cocoa Puffs. Okay. I wonder how it tastes compared to Cocoa Puffs. Alright, alright. Because it's made from Nestle. They do a lot of chocolate. That makes sense. Okay, well, this is the list. Look, F tier. I tried to be judicious, but Original Life has no reason to exist. Just get Cinnamon Life. Like, honestly, it's my favorite cereal ever. Original Rice Krispies in treats, sure, but as a cereal, no. Trix, no. Like, if I want a fruity cereal, I'll get Fruity Pebbles. I like the texture of Fruity Pebbles way more. Captain Crunch scratches the shit out of your mouth. Come on, man. And it doesn't taste very good. It's like cardboard. Raisin Bran, ugh. I don't want raisins in my cereal, like, at all. Get that out of here. And then the worst cereal on this list of all time. Unfrosted Mini Wheats. That is some 90-year-old man shit. When you can't shit and you need help shitting. Do not bring that in here. Alright? I will eat grape nuts before I'll eat that. And grape nuts is tolerable if you pour a ton of sugar on it. All right. That's the one. I liked it. Put some respect on Trix. No. Hey, man, I've got to go to bed. Great job. Have a great one. Angry. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. I do need to plan a road trip down there to you. And for Via 313 Pizza. Really fiending some Via 313. But if we end up doing that sometime here in the future, it just depends on her schedule. But I'll keep you posted. Thanks, man. Appreciate you stopping by. And I really appreciate that donation. You don't know how much that means to me. All right. That's my cereal list. I know I've been a little long-winded on this one, but it was a long list, and the donations and stuff that swooped in kind of pushed this out a bit, but for good reason. That's my cereal list. Do you agree? On most of these, which one stands out to you as the most egregious, either overrating or underrating, besides Jordy saying Trix needs some respect? Put it in the chat right now. If you're watching this on YouTube, put it in the comments. I would love to see what your favorite and least favorite cereals of all time are. They're probably not on this list, maybe. Maybe there's some cereals that aren't on this list that you think are the worst cereal of all time or the best cereal of all time. Put it in the chat. Put it in the comments. I want to see. But that's it. I need to go to bed soon, so. But this has been a fun tier maker list.